being number one, financial, all this stuff. It sounds to me like America will be humbled.
Trade war. Everything here is for sale, and some of these goods should be making their way to American households. Instead, we're told orders from the US have been cancelled. Firms who once sold to America are in limbo as they wait and hope for talks to end this crisis.
What do you think of Donald Trump?
He's crazy man. He's crazy Trump. And I believe he always changes his mind. I believe maybe 1 month or 2 months he will change his mind again.
In the past, were there buyers from America?
Yeah, like last year, April, like 20%.
This year, zero. Nothing
for the US market.
Many companies we've spoken to who sell to the United States have told us they are now looking for alternative markets. The reality is China's economy is still export.
Welcome back to Christiana Flourishing, where we motivate you with gospel concerning the fall of the US dollar and what
is wage a trade war. Everything here is for sale, and some of these goods should be making their way to American households. Instead, we're told orders from the US have been cancelled. Firms who once sold to America are in limbo as they wait and hope for talks to end this crisis.
What do you think of Donald Trump?
He's crazy man. He's crazy Trump. And I
pray, even for India and China, pray. Jinping is like a force is rising, but there is an alliance that is hidden. It is a Russia and China alliance. It will be something that will be done by people that are very wise and they know what they are competing with. Because I saw them sitting, even trying to create a currency that is of joint forces. That when the US dollar, which is the best of all currencies that are main currencies, wakes up to that reality, it will be weakened, because in the region it will not have power anymore. And look, within a few years from now, you will hear this, that China, Russia and few countries have started their own currency to rival US dollar, and you will see the fall of the US.
American flag. And the American flag was transformed into a $100 bill. And the $100 bill was waving in the wind, and all of a sudden it started to transform into some kind of digital code, like almost like crypto code. And the crypto, it was moving and it was alive, and it was all kind of like an internet math code, and it was moving and moving and moving. And I said, Lord, what is this? And the Lord said, the dollar's about to turn into a digital dollar. And he said, it will be worth half than what it's worth right now. So a $100 bill would be worth $50. And so he showed me the banks all went bankrupt. All the money that was in the banks, every person that had money in there, no matter if you were really rich or if you were poor, whatever was in the banks, they seized it all. The money was now property of the bank somehow. I don't know how they did it, but all the loans that you have on your house and on your cars and everything, I saw that all of it, they would call it a debt jubilee. And because they couldn't foreclose and take everybody's houses and everybody's cars because of the dollar crashing, they just wiped it out, and they created a new platform. They created a new digital dollar with this. And then the Lord showed me lines for people standing at Target stores for trying to get food, but they weren't dressed like in poverty looking clothes. They still had nice clothes on. It's like it happened so suddenly. It was like an overnight deal. I'm going to tell you all, I had a supernatural visitation today that showed me even more of what's coming. And people say, well, you see stuff all the time. You're right, I do. When you spend time daily with the Father, He will talk to you. He will tell you secret things. He will come and visit you. And people may get jealous about that, and you may try to be all critical and be like, well, there's no way you hear the Lord like that. No. The Lord will talk to you. He's no respecter of persons. And what He does for one, He'll do for another. It takes time, and it takes character, and it takes development. It's a refiner's fire on your life. And He will not cast His pearls before swine. I hate to say that, but if you're swine, He's not going to cast His pearls before you. I mean, if your heart is bad, it says, blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. And he will visit them. I'm adding that part to him. So the Lord showed me again into the economic crash in more depth today. And I'm telling you all, it really freaked me out. I saw, let me just say it like this. I'm going to tell you pieces and pictures that I saw. I saw China doing cyber warfare on our computer grids and over our electric grids with cyber attacks, big time. I saw them I saw the Prince of Saudi Arabia again. I saw the BRICS nations joining up and becoming stronger. I saw secret doors, backroom deals. That's what backroom deals, like they're like hidden deals, hidden secret meetings, taking place that the United States did not know about. Alliances being formed, covenants being formed with pen and paper, joining each other with China and Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, and the OPEC people, all the oil, big oil over in the Middle East, joining up with Saudi Arabia and the UAE, things like that. Big money, joining up to back. I saw them taking over the chip industry. I saw a complete meltdown of the supply chain. Global trade. I saw a meltdown of the global trade. There's a Walmart, Targets, Sam's, Costco, all these major superstores in America full of goods. All over every city. Here, we have them everywhere, you know. Completely empty of goods, other than a little bit on the shelves. Not as a retaliation. Not every store was empty. They had to close down certain stores. Okay? There wasn't as many. Pharmaceutical goods, medical stuff for hospitals. There was little. Okay? I heard worse than the 1930s. 1930s, worse than the Great Depression. A plan to make it worse. Because people are not the way they were. I saw people that said, where we want our entitlements, our welfare, our food stamps, whatever they were protesting, because all of that was cut off. All of the government-funded welfare programs were gone. And I saw lines of people, 10,000 deep, having like a march. You know, like those marches for the abortion marches and Martin Luther King march and all those kind of marches. Does that make sense? Like civil rights and things like that. It was like that. Protest. They were like protest, but it was like they were marching for a cause. They were all upset. There were literally thousands of people, and they all had signs, and they were furious at the government for cutting off welfare programs and things like that. Okay, and they were rioting, and they were pillaging stores. They were going and tearing up all of the downtown areas. They were tearing up major shopping areas and malls, just destroying them, breaking all the glass out, running in and grabbing anything they wanted. But there were so many people, you couldn't stop them all. That part of that season it looks like it could be over. Being number one, financial, all this stuff. It sounds to me like America will be humbled. I saw the plague. I've seen that stuff. I didn't see it again today. Thank God. That was terrible. But I did see the economic stuff happen, and that's terrible. Because I don't want my kids to have to go through that. But you know what? My God have mercy. I don't know. I just have to tell you all what I see. I have to warn you all and sound the alarm on the watchman on the wall with yelling as loud as I can. Wake up! There's things that are fixing to take place that you all have never seen in over 100 years. America's about to be judged. But it's not judgment, it's a spanking. I'm going to say that. America's about to be spanked. That's a better word to say. It's what's